Yes, thank you very much. Okay, I will leave the Greek environment and I will present you some data regarding the world and the world of district heating and also how the situation is in the European Union. So I will give you an overview and a lot of facts, and I will give you just a projection in the future with a fifth generation of district heating, just to give you an idea. First of all, what is district heating about? So district heating involves generating heat, as everybody knows, in a centralized location, and the distribution it to residents, also to businesses in a local area. What is the role of district heating, someone can ask, in clean energy transition? The district heating networks, they offer great potential, and I will tell you with data how much this potential is for efficient, cost-effective, and flexible large-scale use of low-carbon energy for heating. Another question that can be addressed is, why is the decarbonization potential of district heating largely untapped? So, it's a rather quite simple answer to this question, because 90% of the heat supplied in district networks is produced nowadays from fossil fuels worldwide, if we consider. How does a roadmap look like? How can a future roadmap look like if we go towards energy transition for district heating? So in order to align with net zero emissions by 2050 scenario, this requires significant efforts to rapidly improve the energy efficiency, this is very important on the one hand, of the existing networks, and also to switch to renewable energy and sources, and to integrate secondary heat sources, and then to develop new efficiency infrastructure. So, starting with worldwide data, in 2018, we had a little less than 6% of the global heat consumption was applied through district heating networks and also cooling. You see here a graph. We have, for example, for China, this is responsible for more than 1/4, so you have to imagine, of global heat demand, and it has the fastest growing district heating capacity, and of course, in parallel, they try to fix this with renewable as well. Fossil fuels, as I mentioned before, they are still by far the dominant energy source globally, and the main players here are China and Russia. Bioenergy is by far the largest possibility, the largest source of renewable energy in district heating, and especially for the European Union. And Iceland is a special case that everybody knows. Here we have, of course, the excellent geothermal resources that are used for district heating. Regarding Denmark, Denmark leads the way in integrating also solar thermal energy in the district heating systems. Here you can see the different years, starting of 2007 till 2024. This was a projection in the future, let's say, and here we see that the energy demand was met by district heating is expected to increase at around 4%, and the projection was for the next year in the future, let's say, and the renewable energy consumption for district heating and cooling is anticipated to expand more than 40% globally. And we are going to this direction where China is responsible for more than 80% of this increase. So in China, there are a lot of, they are going with big steps ahead, let's say. Regarding the European countries, it is expected to be the second largest contributors, mostly because more bioenergy, as I said before, is used in existing and new systems. Regarding the district heating now for the European Union, you see the share of heat supply, and we see that the district heating is only a small part of this. Mainly now, if we look to the prospective shares of heat supply structure in the European Union of the 27 countries, and there is a projection towards 2030 and 2015. Up you see for 2030, it's a study that was done, and you see that most part is district heating around 20%, and the share of heat supply also is in the future can be met by natural gas boilers and also for heat pumps towards 2030. If we see the next projection towards 2015, you see that the district heating will go towards almost 50%. And the heat pumps will gain also an increase of 42%. Here you see the different sources for district heating. So you see geothermal, deep geothermal, you see the electric boilers, and this is again the projection for 2030 and 2050. And you see in general that there will be, of course, an increase in units, let's say, from 870 terawatt hours towards 900 by 2050, and you see the different technologies, also boilers, you see the heat pumps with a great amount, and CHP has the most amount. And this is the projection in the future, and for Greece alone, if you see for Greece, you have the overview of the present and the perspective for the district heating intensity. And there are some countries in the European Union where you have a huge potential here, and especially for countries in South Europe, also in Greece, in Malta, and many other countries. Here you see for Greece that it starts by a very low level, and it has to gain momentum here. Regarding Germany, you see the use of energy sources for district heating. To give you an overview, you can see also the change of the priorities of the energy sectors. So you see for hard coal, how it goes down, or for lignite, the dark red color, let's say, going down. And what is interesting here is the renewable energy going up. And regarding renewable energy, there are different technologies here that are listed and are used here. This can be from wind, from solar, from hydro, and so on. And there are also some other alternative possibilities here that started, let's say, 2 decades ago and is increasing. These are the so-called other energy sources, so incineration of non-renewable waste and waste heat. And you see how also the mineral oil is going down here towards almost zero values. And you have, on the other hand, the gas part that still remains constant. Regarding Germany, here you see an overview map. So you see the heat delivered in kilowatt hours per household, and it is given here in different colors, as you can see on the left part, and here in the middle you see the maximum supply in temperature. So you see that we have different these changes, and it's more or less around 100 to 120 degrees. Also some parts, the most parts, let's say, are in this area. And here, to just give you an idea, this is from the city of Dresden, and you have here the different characteristical data here. I would like now to give you some future data. So for the way ahead, let's say, first of all, 70% are from fossil fuels regarding district heating, and half of the energy consumed in Europe is used for heating and cooling, and 70%, let's say, of this energy still comes from fossil fuels. Much of this energy, though, is wasted due to inefficiencies, so the efficiency is very important, in the heating systems. So there is, as you can imagine, a very high potential here. And what are the characteristics of the district heatings? If you see the history, everything started, of course, with a high temperature heat distribution over steam cycles, and then to use over condensators, over the steam turbine to take some amount and to use it in the district heating. And in the last decade or decades, in the last 2 decades, more efficient, lower temperature regimes that reduce heat distribution losses on the one hand, and that enables the use of renewable energy sources, as well as the integration with the electricity grid are coming to place. The cities, they are currently, the different cities, looking at state-of-the-art district heating and also cooling networks to achieve energy and climate-related goals. Some of the goals are seen here, of course, the CO2 reduction, to achieve better air quality, and also to use, of course, renewable energy in the houses, in the businesses. One possibility, and this is way ahead, let's say, with a 5th generation district heating, just to give you an idea. And such a network, it has renewable energy, it has the storage, and here you see the integration of cooling and also of heating. And we have a warm return flows from the cooling supply, and the cold return flows from the heating supply is covering as much of the demand as possible. And you see here the different houses, also for the industry. You have the renewables and the input to the system, and any residual heat or cold demand is applied using exactly these renewable sources. This is the future ahead of us. So it's just an example of a 5th generation district heating, and in NEUTRON project, of course, we work towards such new systems, and one possibility that, of course, is in the core of the project is the green heat module that will be presented further on in the next session by the representative of Kraftanlagen München. Thank you very much for the presentation, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me. Thanks.